just about set to go now. And pitching in this game, Samantha Taylor. What's the word on her?
We know her primary pitch is that two-seam fastball. When things are on the line, expect her to go back to that two-seamer.
And an easy out to start the game.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like she just continued her momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help herself out.
Leilani Moses digs in now. And first offering is fouled off.
Game 1 of the college baseball championship. These players have got to be pumped, Boog. I know I am.
No doubt, Singy, the massive crowd here, a national audience watching at home. For most of these players, this is by far the biggest stage they played on. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Bowman pulls it in on the run. 2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Shu Erdman. Breaking ball through there for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
That misses the zone. And the count 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see her asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears she's ready to move on to the next pitch.
This is you.
That's off the mark. Ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Hey, let's go right here.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. End of a half inning of play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Fernando Gingrich. Taylor back to work. Swinging a foul out of play. Taylor ready to work now for the Commodores. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mays makes the catch. And there's one away. So up next, Mikey Oliva. And first offering is fouled off. Looking across the field, Singy, you know physically the talent is there for all of these athletes. Now is when the mental game really comes into play.
I couldn't agree more, Boog. It's time to lock in and focus, which isn't easy to do under such a bright spotlight. But performing with this kind of pressure is exactly the kind of thing to help prepare you for the big leagues.
Warren Velasmil at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. There's a strike.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw him a chair right here.
And down on strikes. And good work there as she gets a 1-2-3. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship. Damian Goodson getting ready to hit. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, I love to see her out there on college's biggest stage. Just goes to show you what hard work, dedication, and pure love for the game can do.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Hoffman makes the grab, 1 down. Now it's the shortstop, Eduardo Quinones. That's in there. 1 out, base is empty. Ground ball right side, Cannon. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. And stepping in is the speedy Nicholas Allen. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No balls. One strike.
Down the line. Block. Long run. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 9 straight retired. On to the 4th. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Roger Mock.
Be patient.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And a sac bunt here. In plenty of time to first. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Erdman
Nope,
stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Gotta hold him right here. Come on.
Taylor checks the runner, and he's back in safely. 1 out and a runner at second, top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
On the outside corner, now 1-2.
She went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Run scores easily. Hey everyone, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. And we're back. Our starting pitcher in this one, Samantha Taylor. Chris, what should we be keeping an eye on here with her?
She comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for her it's always interesting to see how she utilizes those weapons. She may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. She's really going to be able to keep those hitters off balance.
Taylor ready to get to work for Vanderbilt, singing Alexi Marmolejo, leading things off and takes a strike.
Yeah, Boog, it's been pretty incredible what she's done for the Commodores. First female player in school history, and then getting the ball in Game 1 here in Omaha. Man, she's put together a special career playing for such a historic program.
Ground ball to the right side, but it kicks foul.
Give him a chair.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Robbie Thacker will hit next.
Now one down now. One down.
Right through there for a strike.
Game 1 of the college baseball championship. These players have got to be pumped, Boog. I know I am.
No doubt, Singy, the massive crowd here and national audience watching at home. For most of these players, this is by far the biggest stage they played on. On the ground right side. Whips it to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Elvin Ramirez, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. drops in for a strike.
Well, that's textbook pitching right there. I mean, she executed those first two pitches perfectly.
He goes down looking. End of one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now the DH, Chang-Ho Donnelly. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ground ball up the middle. Zavala handles, throws to first, and quickly one away in the second. And now the first baseman, Ruben Vizcaíno. That's in for a strike. Looking across the field, Singy, you know physically the talent is there for all of these athletes. Now is when the mental game really comes into play.
I couldn't agree more, Boog. It's time to lock in and focus, which isn't easy to do under such a bright spotlight. But performing with this kind of pressure is exactly the kind of thing to help prepare you for the big leagues.
Tracks it down for the out. 2 away. So up next, Eric Oliger. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games. So I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Swing and a miss.
She really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Get this guy out of here.
Going to count 1 and 2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship. Sammy Lugo getting ready to hit.
Man, I love to see her out there on college's biggest stage. Just goes to show you what hard work, dedication, and pure love for the game can do.
First pitch swinging.
0-1.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Zavala. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Brandon Blanchard. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. Towards first, Bowman. He steps on the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. So 2 down now, and here is Jarrett Urban.
1-1-1.
Here's a high chopper. Zavala sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Alexi Marmolejo. And that one fouled off. Taylor ready to work now for the Commodores. There's a strike at the knees. 0-2 now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's going to be Robbie Thacker. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
She's desperately looking for that swing and miss. She's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 12 up. Welcome back to the ballpark at Omaha. Now it's the DH, Chang-Ho Donnelly. Taylor back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these players, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And here's the first baseman, Ruben Vizcaíno. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
No ball. One
And
strike.
as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Oliger in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 outs. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And good work there as she gets a 1-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Sammy Lugo. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Brandon Blanchard. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for her in this game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly she had him fooled.
Urban batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Foul ball there. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So she's perfect. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship on the show. Now, Alexi Marmolejo. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And she keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
In the air, left field, Gallo on his way in and makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs. And now the catcher comes up to him, Elvin Ramirez. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. On a bounce right side. Throws to first. And the inning is over. The perfection continues. And we're back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the DH, Chang-Ho Donnelly. Taylor back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Here's the 0-2. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, she's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Ruben Vizcaíno now at the plate. Out to short. Zavala on the run. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Now a chance for Eric Oliger.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Sammy Lugo. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
And first offering is fouled off.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
There's a strike up high. And it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know,
This one popped up. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone.
8 1/3 no-hit innings and just 2 outs from glory. Finally gives up that first hit. It's kind of tough to see, but it's been a pleasure watching her do her thing in this one.
Urban, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And a strike on the outside edge.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. And with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on. So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for her to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Taylor is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that'll do it. They get the victory. What a way to start their journey here in Omaha. Taylor with an incredible pitching performance, Siggy.
Yeah, an outstanding Omaha debut.
Hello, and just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starting pitcher, Samantha Taylor. What should we keep an eye on here?
She's not a scout's dream because of the height, an undersized pitcher, but the heart is there and knows how to work the corners of the plate, add and subtract velocity to keep the hitters off balance.
Here's the second baseman, Roger Mock. Swings through that.
0-1.
To the right side, Cannon. Tosses to first, and an easy out to start the game. And here is Leilani Moses. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. You know, Singy, this elimination game might be when these players really feel the pressure to make their mark.
Absolutely. They know the history, Boog. They're fully aware that Hall of Famers like Paul Molitor and Big Dave Winfield made a name for themselves here in Omaha.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. And a couple of quick outs. And now it's going to be Shu Erdman. There's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Caught and missed. Struck him out. And good work there as she gets. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Fernando Gingrich. Taylor back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
This player just continues to impress me with her poise, presence, and power. She knows she belongs here, and she's letting the rest of us know it too.
Cannon throws to first. Just got him on that one. And the batter now, Mikey Oliva. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to first. Oh, great grab on the dive. And very nicely done for the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down. And if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Warren Velasmil. Just missed.
Be patient.
Swing and a foul out of play. Second inning here, no score. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a miss, and she got him. And a nice inning of work there as she sets him down 1-2-3. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Damian Goodson. Towards first. Takes it himself and one away in the top of the third. So digging in, Eduardo Quinones. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss there.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Struck him out looking. And now Nicholas Allen. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
On the corner for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
He goes down looking. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Roger Mock.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Leilani Moses digs in now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Bowman brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Shu Erdman. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
The pitch. And they'll do it again.
Best pitch right here.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for her. So 12 up. Welcome back to the ballpark at Omaha. Fernando Gingrich getting ready to hit. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. On the ground right side. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Oliva in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I tell you what, she's got a good one.
Ground ball to the right side. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down. And stepping in is the speedy Warren Velasmil. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1-0.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the end. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here is Damian Goodson. Taylor back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, these guys, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. They're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for her in this game.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Quinones, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The Volunteers still looking for their first hit in this one.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Swing and a ground ball. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship on the show. Roger Mock now at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
Taylor ready to work now for the Commodores. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This to third, Boyle. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now it's the DH, Leilani Moses. 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle. And it gets by him. And now the first baseman, Shu Erdman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Into center. And it falls. And now 2 aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And now 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 and 2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-fingered fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Oliva stands in now and watches strike 1. Two outs. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Chandler France.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Taylor with an incredible pitching performance, Siggy.
An outing she'll never forget, Boog, helping her team advance to the title game. I'm looking forward to seeing what she's got left in the tank for the most important start of her career.
Hello and welcome to the ballpark at Omaha. We are ready for the college championship game on the show. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores going up against the Texas Longhorns. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, today we get to witness this elite college prospect try and bring home a national championship for her school.
Yeah, Boog, most important game of her young career. So much on the line in this one. Can't wait to see how she performs with the baseball world watching.
And we're back. Getting the nod in this one, Samantha Taylor.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does she have a feel for all of those pitches, or is she just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where she wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if she can, she's going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And now the DH, Bert Kramer. Question for you, Singy. How many players who won a college title went on to win a World Series?
See, I don't know how many, but I know who did it most recently, Boog, and that'd be Walker Buehler. He was on the 2024 LA Dodgers and the 2014 Vanderbilt Commodores.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Tapped softly on the ground. Boyle. On to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Alonso Burden, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty.
Stay aggressive up there.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Hey, 2 out.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Taylor Ishii. And a strike.
Tell you what, I hope there's some little girls watching at home right now, seeing someone who looks like them competing at the very highest level of college sports.
On the ground. Whips it across and quickly one away in the second. Mohamed Galindo now at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Popped up. Boyle. And it's caught for the out. Digging in, Tyler Newhouser. Flips the corner. 0-1.
First pitch changeup, she gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Throw him a chair right here.
Here's the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing across here this half. Welcome back to the national championship. And now, Braden Bradbury. Taylor back to work.
Yeehaw.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Come on, mow him down.
Swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Making 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So up next, Jason Paulo. And that one fouled off.
Be patient.
Late swing fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Get this guy out of here.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 9 straight. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Bert Kramer. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
In the air, center field. Mays on his way in. He's got it, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, she'll give him a second to catch his breath before she's ready to deal the next pitch.
Taylor ready to fire down for Vanderbilt. And a ground ball to first, and he handles it himself for the out. Here's the left fielder, Alonso Burden. The switch hitter batting right. That one to first. Bowman. And he beats her to first. He's safe.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Step off throw to first, and he's back safely. Next to hit, Taylor Ishii. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Bird leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. So 1 hit is all they get. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship from the ballpark at Omaha. Now it's the second baseman, Mohamed Galindo. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Got him. That's her 8th strikeout of the game.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Tyler Newhouser digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one is in for a strike.
Come on, home down.
Just
No,
missed.
that's down. Ball.
Next pitch is outside. The Longhorns down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. That one just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. With number 9 for her in this game.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bradbury at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And she strikes out the... And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Jason Paulo. Taylor back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. One up, one down. And now the catcher comes up to him, Brian Spindler. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. This one popped up. Cannon. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup, and now Bert Kramer. And there's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Be patient.
And that is out of play. Ground ball to the right side. Cannon. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings. Welcome back to the National Championship on the show. Noah Villa getting ready to hit.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these players just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Let's go. Hit your spot here.
On the ground right side, Cannon. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open to 7.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Alonso Burden. And a foul ball. And now the lefty. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Let's go. Go get this guy right after him.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Now the 3rd baseman, Taylor Ishii. 0 for 2 in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Home down. Be patient.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
She's been very consistent with her command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a pitcher can repeat her delivery like this.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Eldridge Pinkerton.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Their national champions singing a perfect ending to an incredible season.
What a way to go out, Boog. An incredible pitching performance, an outing she'll never forget in her final collegiate game. This is truly a storybook ending for the young hurler. Next stop, the MLB Draft.
Okay, so there we have it. The first pick of this year's draft is off the board, and Harold, it is a historic one. There has been a lot of anticipation for this pick. We finally know who it is. This is a player that we've known about for a while, all the way back to when she and her close friend Mia Lewis were drafted coming out of high school. Now, she is the #1 overall pick.
Well, this is a goal of hers. First of all, when you get a chance to be around these young ladies and spend time with them and their families, you see how gifted and talented they are, even beyond the scope of the field. She set a goal in her mind. She wanted to be the #1 pick overall. It's great to be drafted, but I want to be the #1 pick. So she did everything she's supposed to do. She went through the combine. It was fantastic. Went to college and got better. And so we sit here today on this historic day where she's the #1 pick. But this was in her plan.
Big news, and now we're daydreaming of that day when she makes her major league debut.
ready to go from Studio 21. Lauren Shahadi, Melanie Newman, Carlos Pena here with you from MLB Network. It's a big day. We all feel it. It really an historic day in our game. We get to see the first woman play professional baseball for an affiliated minor league team. It's a massive story in the world of sports and a big step forward for the future of women in our game, Mel.
It's a huge step forward, and I'm so excited for her to really be able to start to feel that this is where it gets real. You get the bigger AA crowds. You get that kind of louder environment. The travel gets a little better, but you know, you just overall, you've had to fight through so much of those lower levels to see this moment today. We know her good friend Mia Lewis will debut on the mound a little bit later this week, but you got to make sure you're keeping those same steady hands at defense when you're taking the infield.
Look, the most important thing is emphasizing that the industry is not doing these ladies any favors. The reason why they're here is because they've earned it. So she's up to the task, and she's going to be tested.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Some AA baseball coming at you. It's the Somerset Patriots and the Hartford Yard Goats. A capacity crowd here today, and it's no secret that a lot of them bought their tickets after the matchup was announced. We've got the first female starter in AA history taking the mound. We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Samantha Taylor. You can sense the anticipation of this crowd as she approaches the mound. They are well aware that they're witnessing history. Ready to go now. Now it's the shortstop, Roderick Arias. And we're underway here this afternoon.
0-1.
First pitch, 111.
In for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Grounder to second. Hill. Play is made, one gone. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Digging in for the Patriots, Josh Tiedemann. And a strike in there.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
No balls,
One out and the base is
strikes.
empty. And takes low for ball 1. What a take with 2 strikes. Now a pop-up on the infield. Hero in position. But it's the pitcher that makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Base is empty with 2 out. TJ Rumfield getting ready to hit.
Wood!
Swing and a miss. 0-2. He must have been sitting on something
0-2.
off speed. Swings and misses, goes down on strikes. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. We move on to the bottom of the first. No score after half. This broadcast is sponsored by Thad's Theremin Therapy, helping you through life's challenges with the soothing sounds of theremin music. Swing and a foul straight back. Of course, there has been a ton of attention thrust upon this player. She swears she's used to the pressure, but it must be awfully intense authoring a new chapter in baseball history. 0-2, rocks and fires. Struck the batter out without a swing. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Here's the left fielder, Christopher Familia. On the corner for a strike. Familia, starting in left, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. Swings through it for the K. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Base is empty with 2 out, and here is Jesus Rodriguez. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. She started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. And swing and a miss. And that's number 8. Only 1 to go. No score here in the second inning. Two outs and nobody aboard. Battling here, fouls it away. She got so close to the immaculate inning before that foul ball, really attacking the zone. Here it comes. Grounds this one to short. Torres. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Great effort on the jump throw, but not able to get the batter hustling down the line to first base. Still a good job to even make that play close. The batter now, Kiko Romero. There's a strike. Kick, the pitch, runner goes. Late swing, foul to the left. Step-off throw to first. Rodriguez back easily. Now here's the 0-2.
1-2.
It's a pitch out, but nothing going on. Now the 1-2 pitch. And there's a ball.
2-2.
On the ground to third, Caros. Fires over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So 1 hit. On to the next inning. Here's the center fielder, Spencer Jones. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. Next one's fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a K. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. Garrett Martin now at the plate.
One.
That one ripped, but foul. Looked like he was a little behind on the fastball. Might have been trying to sit back for the breaking ball. And again on 0-2. Struck out swinging. First two batters gone in the top of the third. So hard to hit a well-executed fastball in that location. No shame in fanning on that pitch. The lineup flips over. Roderick Arias digs in now. Grounded out the first time up. That one down the line. And foul ball. Swings through it. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters meeting before this game. They're swinging at just about anything. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Nice job out there as she gets him 1, 2, 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Moving on now to the home half. Top of the fourth inning with the Patriots at the dish. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Right side, into the outfield, base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. She's been absolutely dominant in this one with only 2 hits surrendered to this point and no runs. With every hitter, it seems like she's got a plan and she's keeping them off balance. This hit shouldn't be too great a setback to overcome. Swings and fouls it off, and he'll need a new bat. Clips the corner. This has been a solid outing for her, and a lot of that is because she keeps pounding the zone like she did with that low fastball. Runner at first, nobody out. Set down looking. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. And now the first baseman, Tyler Hardman, struck out looking the first time up. And the curveball is down and in.
Hut. 1-1. Hey. 1-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now the left fielder, Christopher Familia, struck out swinging in the first AB. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches, and there goes the runner. Fly ball down the line. Hinchman towards the line. Grabs it on the run. 1 runner left aboard. We're ready for the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, Jesus Rodriguez. What a filthy splitter she has. That thing dropped like it was filled with iron, and there was a magnet in front of home plate. Strike 2.
0-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Kiko Romero, 0 for 1. Grounded out the first time around. Out on the mound, she's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, she's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and she's not missing the zone. Got the batter swinging. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Spencer Jones. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Jones, 23 years old, a former first rounder back in 2022. The pitcher blew that by him at the plate, and I'm sure she's smiling after that. If the hitter's laying low, though, it could get interesting later in the AB. Swings and misses, struck him out. An immaculate inning. Who needs a defense behind you? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. A command performance for her. We're back here at the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Garrett Martin. She's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a shot to do damage.
0-2.
0-2, and the delivery. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Now here's the 0-2. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Set down on strikes. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. Back to the top of the order here. Digging in, Roderick Arias. 0-1.
0-1.
Comes up empty, strike 2.
0-2.
Knocks that one away and we'll do it again. Swing, ground ball out to short. Torres sends it to first. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, Josh Tiedemann, 1 for 2.
Ah! 0-1. That's a ball. 1-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. 2 outs,
1-2
bases empty. In the air, along the left field line. And that is a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. To the right side. Whips it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They're set down 1-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound. Evan Justice has been very good against lefties. And victory is hers. What a moment for this pitcher, and what a journey to get here. Samantha Taylor coming off her first AA win last time out. Let's see if this rising star can deliver once again today. It's the Hartford Yard Goats and the... We're back here at the ballpark. And our pitcher in this game, Samantha Taylor. Here's what to expect. With 5 pitches in the arsenal, she's got a lot of ways to approach each hitter in this lineup. But if she only has 1 or 2 of those pitches working, the batters will have an easier time guessing what's coming. Anytime you can eliminate pitches from consideration, it gives you a leg up against the pitcher. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. Here's the left fielder, Matt Rudick. 2 hits in 5 at-bats yesterday.
0-1.
Next one's fouled back. 0-2, rocks and fires. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And here's the 0-2. Next offering is outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 out and the base is empty. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first this evening. Next up for the Rumble Ponies, Jared Young. That one fouled off. Strike 2. Off to a great start on the mound. It could be a tough game for this lineup. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Take your small business to the next level with better chemistry by calling the fine folks at NARF. If you want to know how they'll do it, why are you asking so many questions, fella? Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. And now the DH, Carson Benj. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Benj measures 6'1", 185 pounds. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH spot. And a big swing and a miss. Oh, 0-2 now. Struck out looking. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. Now the third baseman, Luis De Los Santos. Swing and a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out front that time. Way too cavalier an approach from this lineup. They seem to be swinging at everything. Try to get him chasing on the changeup.
1 and 2.
Two outs, base is empty. And again on 1 and 2. On the ground to short. Collects. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Nice bit of 2-out hitting there on the infield single. He gets on base, keeps the inning alive, and now his teammates have a chance to build on it. Now at the dish, William Lugo. Curveball gets over for a called strike. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is coming down, and if there's a lengthy delay, chances are it'll force pitching changes, which would lead to some early exits on the mound. Now here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is out number 3. 1 hit, 1 left. We're at the end of 2. We're back here at the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Jet Williams.
Huh. No ball. 1 strike.
That's in there. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. That strikeout didn't take long at all. You'd like to see a better approach. Digging in at the plate for the Rumble Ponies, number 4. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And the 0-1 now. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just misses the inner half. What a take with 2 strikes. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Back to the top of the order here. Nick Morabito, the next to hit. Caught looking the first time up. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1. Next pitch popped foul. This one off to the right, and it'll get out of play. Now here's the 0-2. Gets a piece, stays alive. Ground ball, right side, and that's just foul. Battling here, fouls it away. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Welcome back to the Rumble Ponies at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. She's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive her success, really putting the ball where she wants it to go. Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. 1 gone leading off the 4th. And she just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Young, the batter now, whiffs for strike 1. She's done well to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make her come into the strike zone if they want to get to her. Struck out looking for the backwards K. 2 outs already in the home 4th. Coming up to the dish for Binghamton, J.T. Schwartz. Went down on strikes the first time through. Breaking ball through there for a strike. She's started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. Now that the immaculate inning is off the table, she needs to focus up and attack to get this 3rd out. Right through there for a strike. Fly ball out to right.
I go.
That is the inning. So they make short work of bottom half of the 5th, and the Rumble Ponies batting.
No ball. 1 strike. No, that's low.
And the count 1-2. Left-handed batter waiting. Grounds it to short. Fires over to first. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. So digging in, Luis De Los Santos reached on an infield single the first time. And that one fouled off. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Clearly, she's confident in her breaking ball in this one. Struck out swinging. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. William Lugo now at the plate. Struck out swinging in the first AB.
0-1.
What a job to stifle this offense. Almost 5 full innings of shutout pitching. This one in the air to right.
I got it! I got it!
And that's the end of the inning. Continue. It's the Large Lad Burgers big inning. If 3 or more runs score in the bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. She's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a shot to do damage. Jorge whips it to first. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Now up the catcher, number 4. 1 of 4 with a double in yesterday's game. Swing and a miss, nice changeup. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. Check swing, but they won't appeal. The Rumble Ponies, down by a pair, here in the bottom of the 6th. One and 2, here's the pitch. Got the batter swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So hard to hit a well-executed fastball in that location. No shame in fanning on that pitch. And now the center fielder, Nick Morabito. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. 2 outs, bases empty. A little out front there, swings through it. That's a good job of changing speeds. Start with the fastball, then pull the string on the changeup. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, that's a K. And a nice frame on the mound, she sets him down 1-2. We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Evan Justice. This left-hander's been really good against left-handed batters. Taylor threw 6 shutout innings and notched double-digit strikeouts. I liked a lot of what we saw from her in this one. She put them in a position to win, and they took advantage.